Hi guys! Welcome to our channel. Besides the natural wonders of the world, there are still beautiful places that are so strange and mysterious that scientists are unable to explain the phenomenon happening around them. Today, we'll visit together the 10 most strange and mysterious places in the world that scientists can't yet explain. Before starting today's video, don't forget to press the subscribe and the bell buttons to be updated and to follow the latest videos from our channel. And now, let's start today's video. Number 1. Shanay Timpishka, the river of 100 degrees. Deep in the Amazon jungle is a river 4 miles long, carrying the most unique characteristics on Earth. Shanay Timpishka has such a hot temperature that any animal that accidentally touches it is boiled immediately. Struggling only makes the water overflow and the animal die faster. Specific data measured up to 91 degrees Celsius, and scientists still cannot understand how this phenomenon can happen. Normally, water sources with high temperatures are impacted by nearby volcanoes. But compared to the nearest relevant volcano, Shanay Timpishka is 700 kilometers away. Instead, there are numbers of hypotheses that have been put forward. The boiling water is impacted by the temperature of the underground water gaps deep in the geological surface, making the river a special and confusing geothermal system. Number 2. Mavila, a cave filled with sulfur gas. In southeastern Romania, a cave has been found that's been absolutely isolated from sunlight for the past 5.5 million years and possesses an equally special air that covers the space inside. It's known that this cave was discovered by a group of workers who were searching for a location for the upcoming power plant construction plan. They were testing the properties of the ground surface when suddenly they discovered a passage to this mysterious cave. If you go through the narrow tunnels, you'll finally enter the space containing a pool of sulfur water that smells of rotten eggs. The air here is very toxic, filled with hydrogen sulfide gas, and has 100 times more carbon dioxide than the air on the ground. That's still not the most intriguing point, but how there is still an ecosystem that has survived all these years. A total of 33 species were reported by scientists and have never been seen anywhere else on Earth. They have gradually adapted and developed to the toxic environment here and receive nutrients from a type of air bubble formed on the surface of the rocks. Number 3. A well of water that petrifies all objects. In Knaresborough, North Yorkshire, appeared a mythical well. It's a place where water flows down from a cliff that looks like a smiling skull. And what's scary is that everything you put under the water turns to rock. This whole transformation process takes place over about 3 to 5 months. People living around it have tried all kinds of objects, from teddy bears to even a bicycle. And then, when they returned, they had become nothing more than sculptures. All this time, people here assumed that it was a place cursed by a witch, but scientists have a different answer. The water here contains mineral content many times higher than normal. From there, it creates a special mineral shell for all objects it comes in contact with. This is also the way stalactites in a cave are formed. Number 4. Karachay, deadly radioactive lake. This place used to be a part of a nuclear plant owned by the Soviet Union, but now has become a dead lake filled with radioactive substances higher than anywhere in the world. Just standing near Lake Karachay for 1 hour can lead to the death of a normal person. What's worse is that standing near the edge of the lake for only 5 minutes is enough for you to die. The former Soviet Union has dumped tons of radioactive waste here, which has caused many serious serious consequences. In 1957, an explosion at this nuclear plant spread radiation to an area of more than 23,000 square kilometers. By 1967, the evaporated water dried up and the radioactive dust was blown a further 1,450 kilometers. Nowadays, solid concrete has been poured down to limit more danger in the future. Nonetheless, the toxic concentration here is still believed to be very high, making Chernobyl only worth being as a tourist destination compared with this place. Number 5. Gruner See, the Aquarium Park. In Austria, there is a park known for its beautiful hiking trails and fresh air every morning. But if you come here in the spring, things will be far from what you'd imagine, because then you'll need a diving costume. This park, located near the Hochwab Mountains, is often covered with snow each winter, and the snow is so thick and abundant that as it melts due to the warmer temperature, the water in the lake becomes overwhelming and makes the whole place heavily flooded. The benches and the bridge over the lake is underwater. There are even flowers blooming under the water. Gradually over time, the water starts to recede and everything returns to normal. Number 6. Casorzo, Dual Tree. In the countryside of Piedmont, Italy, people here admire a very fancy scene. An acerola tree grows directly on top of another mulberry tree. This isn't the first case ever documented. Theoretically, the parasitic plants have a similar growth pattern, but are usually small and have a shorter lifespan. But the Casorzo double tree is an example that shows both healthy parallel development of the two species of trees. No one knows why or where they come from. Many believe that the acerola seed can be accidentally dropped by a bird on a mulberry tree, and somehow it germinated and grew normally. Through growing and rooting through certain gaps in mulberry stalks, the cherry tree has found its source of nutrients in the ground. Number 7. Maracaibo, Endless Lightning Storms. In western Venezuela, next to the Catatumbo River, a storm is constantly circulating here without stopping. Starting at 7 p.m. every day, thunder roars for about 10 hours with a frequency of 260 nights of the year. No one could find out the reason why this phenomenon happened, but recently, a number of well-established theories have been raised. One of them is related to the underlying geological bedrock beds that contain a lot of uranium, although the accuracy isn't certain. There are also other, more likely conjectures that are the complex mechanisms of the action of different hot and cold air flows and water vapor in the air. Number 8. Blue Lake Hokkaido. This lake on Hokkaido Island is one of the most unique destinations in the world. The color of the water turns into a unique color. Even looking at a different angle makes us perceive a new blue color. Throughout the year, the water color changes more diversely than the interference between two shades of green and blue. This is a man-made product that originated from the construction of a dam by the local government and leaving some areas as a reservoir. But the change of the color wasn't part of their plan. The scientists believe that this is because the hydroxide aluminum molecules dissolved in the lake reflect more blue light than usual. Number 9. Pennsylvania Ringing Rocks. On top of a Pennsylvania hill, a meadow full of strange rocks was found, and no one knows where they came from. But it has such strange features. There are no tall ledges around, so they couldn't have fallen from somewhere. But their presence isn't the strangest thing. It's the sound which they emit when they're struck. The force is applied. The tinkling sound is like a musical instrument. Many predictions have been made, but no one is absolutely sure about it. It was later discovered that when a single stone is struck, it emits a low-frequency sound that can't be heard by the human ear. But when struck together, those frequencies resonate to create a sound that we do hear. Number 10. Kawah Ijen, Blue Lava Volcano. In Indonesia, a volcano was formed in a sulfur gas field which emits a strange blue light from the lava. In essence, it's the chemical properties of the sulfurous gas that is heated and burned and rises to more than 5 meters. Then, it's condensed into a liquid and flows into a stream. It's not really lava. That is also the reason why the atmosphere here is quite poisonous, and everyone who comes near must wear protective masks. The workers here still have to work near that atmosphere day and night. We have just finished our tour of visiting 10 of the most mysterious places in the world. Would you like to book a tour to one of the above places? Let me know by leaving comments below. If this was interesting, please give me a like and share it to everyone. See you in the next videos.